Boys is the hit strip show that everybody is talking about. This morning we continue Moore's exclusive four-part series that takes you behind the scenes and one-on-one with the cast. Claudine is here live with more. What a great assignment, Claudine.
You know, it really was. The guys are so fantastic. And of course, Jersey Boys, Rachel, is a story of the hit group The Four Seasons. It's right from their start in New Jersey to their induction into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. But each member truly had their own story. And today we take a glimpse into the life of bass player Nick Massi. Frankie Valli had the voice. Bob Gaudio wrote the songs. Tommy DeVito caused trouble. And Nick Massi was known as the quiet one.
He's also kind of a complex guy because he doesn't talk a lot, but what he has to say is very important. And that comes out in the show too.
Although Massi never took the spotlight, it was his genius that created the band's unique sound.
He didn't read music, but he was such an incredible musician. He could actually hear the parts. And I talked to Frankie about this, and Frankie says he would just walk up to you and say, all right, you're singing this, and he would sing through the part. He'd walk into the next person and say, you're singing this. So the sound that you hear, although the music was written by Bob Gaudio and many of the lyrics were written by Bob Crew, the sound that you hear was Nick.
Jeff Leibow stars as Nick Massi. But when it came to portraying the bass player, Leibow's research could only come secondhand as Massi lost his battle to cancer in 2000.
I hear from the writers what they've researched, but there's not a lot of information about him. So what I know about him is that he was a very meticulous, very quiet guy.
Some believe Massi may have suffered obsessive-compulsive disorder.
It could have come from his time in the military. He actually lied about his age so he could fight in World War II, and as a result was very meticulous, almost army-like meticulous. And sometimes they say that's some kind of OCD, and sometimes they say that's the other. So it gives me, there's a lot to play with, and the fun thing about being Nick is that because there's not a lot known about him, I get a lot of leeway in how I portray him.
But one thing everybody knew about Massi, he loved the ladies.
He was a known womanizer. There was a joke that when they were still playing in Belleville, New Jersey, that he would have to be the first guy to get a girl that night. And the strange thing, he's also the one guy who stayed married to the same person the entire time.
In the show, we also learned Massi convinced his own kids he was not their father, but actually their uncle, so he could continue his wild ways.
Supposedly, this is nothing he was proud of at all. As a matter of fact, when he left the band, he really did make an effort to go back and get to know his kids and to try to put his family back together.
But why would Massi leave such a successful group?
I've heard all kinds of different stories, but what it sounds is that he was a little tired of the life, that he had done some things he regretted, and that he wanted to just leave. He was done with the industry, and he wanted to go do something else, try to put his life back together.
Even though it's been 8 years since Massi died, it's still hard on the rest of the guys. You definitely have to go see the Jersey Boys yourself. It is such an incredible story, and of course the music is absolutely fantastic as well. For tickets, call 414-9000 or visit the Palazzo box office, and tune in next week for the final installment as we take a look into the life of singer Frankie Valli.